Hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So we're going to be talking about Gevalia's Traditional Roast whole bean coffee. In this video, we're going to be doing a hands-on with the bag. We're going to be doing a grind test to see how these beans actually break down, and hopefully they break down well so we can enjoy this coffee. And then we're going to do the pour over test. We're going to use my Coffee Gator pour over maker. I call it a maker because it's a well-crafted machine. It's not a machine, but you'll see. And then we go on to the sip test. Now this is my favorite part of the whole shebang. I absolutely love tasting new coffee. For me, it's like a thrill. I get bored with coffee very fast. I'm always hunting for something new, something exciting, something that I can really stick with for weeks and months maybe. I haven't really found it. I get hit and miss. I'll have a coffee that I fall in love with, and then I'll kind of fall out of love. But anyways, after the sip test, we're going to talk about the coffee, see how it's stacked up with other coffees, and wrap up the whole thing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So I got the Gevalia Cafe, founded in Sweden in 1853. I went with the Traditional Roast just because I've never reviewed this company before. I have had this company before and I absolutely love their coffee, but I've not reviewed it on this channel. So I went with the Traditional Roast, medium-bodied, smooth, and perfectly balanced. Well, let's see what we got. Is that a crown or is that some balance act? I'm not sure. It looks like it might be a crown. Cool. I went with the whole bean. If you don't know the difference between a whole bean and a pre-ground coffee, there is a huge difference. One of the main differences is when you buy ground coffee, you can actually be buying additives and preservatives to keep it fresh because they grind it months prior sometimes. This is 100% Arabica coffee. Went with the mild. I guess that's what the Traditional Roast is. It's mild. We'll work our way towards the bold. That'll be fun. We'll get there someday. Let's take a look at the side. I really like how... Very cool. I like how companies give you a little bit more on their packaging. Kind of like the cereal boxes when you were kids. You got all those fun pictures. But I don't know how many people are going to be sipping this coffee and reading the bag. I definitely have not done that before. All right, Best Buy. May 2021. We are not there, not even close. Okay. Nice. All right. So, this has some air in it. It does not have as much as other bags that I've dealt with. Some bags are just big air monsters, just full of air. Let's go ahead and take a look at this seal right here. These seals, you know, some of them give and let air in, and that just spoils the beans. Let me get this opened up. There we go. So that's got a pretty decent seal on it. It's kind of more of a rubbery than it is a glue. That's really interesting. All right. Let's take a look at these beans. All right. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing that we have some imperfections right there. And the beans are quite dry almost. I would say they're oil free. Whether you're one of those people that wants to remove all the oil or not, I don't mind it as of right now. I will tell you if my body changes and wants something different. So right off the bat, I'm looking at these and I'm going, these are not the best looking beans to my eye. Like, I could be completely off on what I perceive to be good coffee beans, but these just look a tad unhealthy and cheap, I would say. I would say these are definitely on the cheaper side. This is often why companies like to grind up their coffee beans so you never see this. Seeing a lot of imperfections. Now they could push back and they could say that this is how they get their traditional taste. So this could be on purpose. So I could be wrong in saying that these are, you know, sort of poor looking beans. We will definitely find out coming up next when we do our grind test. So let's go ahead and get this to the grind test. All right, let's put this to the grind test. So we're going to be using my Burr Grinder. This is one I got off of Amazon. I'm going to link it down below for people that want to take a look at it. I actually saw this one on a TV show. I think it was on Bon Appetit. I was totally surprised because they could pick any grinder they wanted, and they picked this one. So it has to be actually decent. I've been bashing it in my old videos, but I think it's actually a good grinder. It does a very, very good job. All right, so we're breaking these beans down and we're hoping to see a uniform grind. Well, you can actually see on the right, there's a little bit of foreshadowing going on there. All right, so let's get a closer look at these grounds. So what you're looking for is more of a uniform breakdown of the beans. You don't want them to break down like jagged or, you know, some being large, some being very small. So let's get a closer look. Let's put this Galaxy Note 10 to the test. Look at that. Okay, so we're getting the macro on this and it's looking good. This is a sign of a healthy bean. Unhealthy beans will break down in a weird way. In a Burr Grinder, you'll get large chunks and smaller chunks, and it doesn't look as uniform as this does. And because it's a mild roast, which is odd because I always say medium roast, but because it's a mild roast, you're going to see those little blonde flavor notes in there. All right, let's go ahead and put this to the pour over test. So this is my Coffee Gator pour over machine. This is my favorite thing that I've bought for coffee making in my entire life. I absolutely love this thing. I'll link it down below also because I can't say enough about this thing. It is truly a machine. All right, so let's go ahead and pour this hot water on these grounds. So we're looking for crema. Crema is something that appears normally in espressos, but I've equated it to pour over, and if it's a good ground, you're going to see more crema, and there you go right there. That is crema. If you don't know what crema is, you can Google it. It's pretty simple. It's the frothy stuff that appears on top of a good espresso pour, and it also appears on top of a pour over. I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but that's what I call it. So when I see it, I know that I'm going to have a good cup of coffee. All right, so this pour over is looking good, and this is kind of giving us a foreshadowing, or it's giving us a hope for the sip test. This is telling me that the sip test is probably going to be good because it broke down really well in the Burr Grinder, and it's doing phenomenal in the pour over. So I'm imagining that the sip test is going to be equally as good. All right, let's pour this into the Grand Canyon cup. We want to see a rich stream. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is such a pure stream because of the Coffee Gator filter. I am not being paid to say this. I truly believe this is the best pour over you can get because it does not need any paper filters. And that's the result right there. No particulates. It is literally pure, just absolutely pure. And that is a beautiful cup of coffee right there. All right, we're gonna do the sip test once again indoors. Once again, the lighting is terrible outside. If you watch my last video, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the smell test first. Oh, it smells very bitter. That's the first hit I get, is very bitter. Now bear in mind, this is extremely strong, so you're probably not going to smell it or taste it this way, FYI. Yeah, it smells extremely bitter. All right, let's go ahead and give it the sip test. Wow, that is good. Woo! That is very, very good. That is a perfect. Wow. Yeah. Wow, you can taste the earth in which this was grown in. You get like 10 different flavor notes all at once. Wow, that's interesting. It's bitter. And then the aftertaste, like right around the back of your molars, is sweet. There's actually a sweet aftertaste. It's very smooth, even though it's bitter. Wow, that is an absolutely enjoyable cup of coffee. Yes. Wow. I almost feel like I'm getting like hydrated as I'm drinking this. This is a little bit similar to the Panera Bread, but on a much higher level. This quality is very high. I almost feel bad for bashing those small beans. Those beans were grown in very, very good soil. Wow. That is an incredible cup of coffee. Wow. I really am not joking about this. This is really, really, really high quality right here. I mean, I've always known this was a good company. I've always known they make good coffee. I've had their coffee before, but I've never had it as cleanly as this is. This is a clean pour over cup of coffee. There's nothing really getting in the way of it. It is ground to the precise grind for pour over. I do it just a little bit under medium. That's going to give you the best taste and the best overall result. So this is cleaner than a Keurig. This is cleaner than an espresso. Definitely cleaner than a French press. This is the way that coffee, I'm not going to say it was intended, but I'm getting a little romantic here. Wow. This coffee you could sip while watching the wind blow in the vineyards. This is something that you want to enjoy for a while. You want this cup to last you, and it's already getting cool, and it still tastes amazing. Wow. That is an incredible cup of coffee. Wow. I might start crying. I'm just kidding. I think it's because I've been tasting so much coffee that when I get a good cup, it just makes me that much more excited. And I respect this cup of coffee. Wow. That is amazing. Oh my. I want you guys to be sipping this as you watch this video. I wish I could somehow tell you in the beginning that you have to buy this first and sip it with me, because this is unbelievable. And this is only the first of the Gevalia. I think I said that right. This is only the first. They have a bunch. We are going to be swimming in great coffee. Wow. 5 stars. 5 stars. I don't even have to question that. This is a top-notch cup of coffee right here. This is what you want all cups to be like. Every cup. You want it right here. This one. Wow. So good. So good. 5 effing stars. All right, there you go. That's the Gevalia Traditional Roast. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that like button. And if you want to become a part of the At Home family and you want to join this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to be more creative, get more videos made, and just stick with this channel because I am here for the long haul. I'm halfway to 1K. Well, not exactly halfway, but I'm close. I'm getting close, and I'm so excited, and you guys are helping me get there. And with everyone who's subscribed already, I thank you so much. You are a blessing to my life and my family, and I'm just so ecstatic that I'm getting closer to 1K, and I feel like it's going to be sooner than later, and with your help, I'll get there. But as always, I thank you so much for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.